So a lot of my work examines culture and how identity and how we perceive one another is the basis for human interactions. What I tend to do is I think about the idea that I want to examine and what I want people to reflect on and question, and then I'll select the medium that's best suited to explore that subject matter. I decided to create a project that examined the structural mechanisms of violence and who is a victim and who is a threat by looking at gun range targets, because I happened to be at a gun range one time, and I noticed that none of the targets looked like actual people. They looked like silhouettes, or they looked like caricatures from like an action movie. But none of them looked like actual people. And we know statistically that if you're involved in interpersonal violence, it's most likely going to be between you and someone in your community. And so it's likely going to look like one of your neighbors. I was really thinking about how there's that disassociation within the practice of shooting. So I thought to myself, what will happen if I put easily identifiable human faces on these targets and really set this up to pose a question about who is considered a victim, who is considered a threat, and why? And then what role does identity play in that? So I actually had to talk to a bunch of my friends who I had outtakes of photographs of them from different photo shoots I'd done. I didn't know it was going to be as effective as it ended up being, but it turned out to be very effective. With my journalistic background, I look at how I can create imagery that poses questions and focuses and emphasizes my ideas, but leaves it open to interpretation enough so that other people can insert their own personal narratives and perspectives onto a reflection or a response to the images. In doing so, I'll conceive of projects that get us to question how and why we see the world the way we see it, and how and why we frame the world the way we frame it. Some of those techniques are looking for a broad range of perspectives on any given topic and talking to a wide range of different people from different socioeconomic backgrounds, different ethnic backgrounds, and different geographic backgrounds in order to develop a more well-rounded framing for how people might see a certain topic. Nowadays, we're all media makers. So we all have to take on added responsibility about the media we make, the media we publish, and the media we share. So a lot of social and cultural responsibility exists within all of us. If we're going to hold a journalistic media publisher to certain standards, well, let's be thoughtful about holding ourselves to those standards as well, and understand that we all have accountability in how stories are told and shared. Ultimately, we're looking for solutions, and we want to make progress and move forward. If we're going to be able to do that, we have to understand the humanity of people that commit harm, because there's a variety of reasons why that happens. And ultimately, the cliche is true, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And if we don't understand the humanity of those who are out there committing what we consider harm, then we're not going to be able to come up with informed solutions.